What's up, folks? All you so-called black folk. Today is election day. And a lot of y'all running to them polls, man. I'm hearing all this. I'm hearing a lot of things. I just watched a commercial where they had little young black girls in school and shit. Oh, we voting for Kamala Harris because she's a woman of color and all this old shit. And, you know, people talking about, oh, you should vote for her because she's so-called black and all this old bullshit. And my question to the so-called black folks in America, for generation to generation to generation to generation, we have seen many different presidents. And they have never done shit for the black communities, the so-called black communities. Never in history. Anything that we do, we have to get off our ass and do it on our own. So here it is. They say the definition of insanity is a person who doing the same thing expecting different results. Y'all been going down there to the voting polls for years. Now you teaching your younger generation, brainwashing them to go to the voting poll and vote for what? Let me explain something to y'all. In America, a black man or a black woman would never, ever truly run this country and be in charge of this country. The Constitution wasn't even written for you, so-called black folks. A black man or a black woman would never, ever truly be able to run this country without them pushing that button and blowing this shit up. I must repeat, a black man or a so-called black woman would never, ever truly be able to run this country, truly run this country and be in charge without them blowing this shit up. Do y'all remember the so-called Black Wall Street when all the black folks were thriving and had businesses and on their way? What they do? They started setting them businesses on fire, blowing them up from the air and shit. The point I'm making is this, so-called black folks. Y'all running down there to them vote polls and still voting when only thing that does is equal out to you being a fool. Let me explain something to you. Anytime you take a person like Barack Obama, Kamala Harris, or any person of color, and you put them in the seat as president, no one understands something. The European system, the House, the Senate, the people that's really in charge will never, ever let the puppet overrun them. If you understand what I'm saying, basically what I'm saying is this. In the United States, anytime you get a so-called black man or so-called black woman or so-called man or woman of color, and they put them in the seat to be the president, no one understands something, that they ain't nothing but a puppet. No one understands something, they ain't nothing but a puppet. In America, anytime you get a so-called black man or so-called black woman and put them in the seat as the president, no one understands something, they ain't nothing but a puppet. And the number one rule is you better not do nothing for your people or put them in position to be above this systematic oppression that they got the so-called black people in. That's the number one rule and plot when they put your ass in the chair. Kamala Harris, or any so-called black man or black woman, any man or woman of color, they get in that chair to be the president. No one understands something. They ain't nothing but a puppet, and they're going to do what they are being told to do. And what are they going to be told to do? Keep their motherfucking foot on the necks of the black communities. Message.